G'day. Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's see your pretty face. Really, Justin, is that right? A pretty face. That's the first time I've ever been, that's ever come up before. All right, dudes. How is everyone? All right, we're starting to get a few on. Okay, so, all right. All right, dudes. Yeah, we'll wait for a few more to come on. Okay, another live stream. Love them. Cheers, curried chicken. That's a hell of a name you got there, dude. What else we got going on? Yeah, numbers are down a little bit this morning, guys. Everyone must be sleeping. How's the internet today, guys? Is it working okay? Hello, Ford's Best FXG. How are you, buddy? Oh, hang on, I better turn that down, guys. Turn my turn my ringer off. Otherwise, you'll all cry at me. There we go. All right. It's all working fine. Okay, cool. All right, guys, we're starting to get a few on now. Okay, so VH Valiant today. This is the 245 that we put in a while back. The auto's in. Leith has got the starter in this morning. He is playing manifolds at the moment, so we're going to be running. Okay, g'day guys from Victoria. How are you, Jamal? G'day, Paul. How are you, buddy? Back again, mate? Yeah, at work, I take it. Just filling in your day with me. G'day, T. Char, bro. Okay, so 350 Holly. So I don't know if you guys know much about carburetors. Generally, two-barrel, not all two-barrel Hollies, but most two-barrel Hollies that you see will be a 350 Holly, which is what this is. They do make a 500 Holly in a two-barrel as well. And a 320. And there are weirder Economaster ones and that Ford bought out, wasn't there?
Yeah, they were a bit of Holly as well, like aftermarket Holly.
Yeah, but most of them, generally it's a 350 Holly that you see. Very occasionally you'll find a 500. So, we haven't painted this manifold, which I really should have, but I'll deal with that. We're going to get it done today. So, Holly's going on. That Holly will need a kit put through it. I haven't done that yet, but yeah, just as always, running out of time and not organised. What you see on this channel, honestly, none of it's staged. It is just as it works and as it happens. So I bought a brand new set of pipes for it. Okay. The distributor that's here is just the one that was out of the 245. Before we pulled, there's the hard top there. Before we pulled this 6-cylinder out of this hard top, Leith did get it running, so we know that it's good, had good oil pressure, wasn't rattly, and it ran fine. I was just starting to, there's a new water pump here in the box. There's a new water pump there. I was just in the start of changing the water pump over. You'll see, oh, you can probably hear if I get close enough, the water pump, hear the grindy of the bearing. Okay, so we're going to put a new water pump on it. One thing I didn't buy, Leitho, is a thermostat, but that won't matter today anyway.
I don't think we'll get it to a stage of running water through it anyway.
Yeah, Leith just said then we probably won't get it to that stage anyway. But yeah, that's just a bit of an update on where we're going to head. Hello, Liam from Newcastle. How are you guys? I recently did a 245 with a 465 vacuum secondaries. Dang, that woke it up. It's very hard to get a 465 Holly. Like, I think I've only ever seen one. Leith's probably seen a lot.
You can still buy them.
You can buy them, but finding a second-hand 245 Holly, 465 Holly is very hard. So that's a pretty rare sort of thing, mate. I'll hardly ever see them at all. Okay, what do we got? G'day, Red. How are you? Johnsy. Christine. Hi, Red. How are you, buddy? From Sydney. I'm good. Lux Ducks. How are you going, buddy? Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw the video from yesterday on the formula. When I started that video yesterday morning, because a lot of that was shot yesterday, I basically had no, turn that around, there we go. I honestly didn't think I was going to get, we haven't even checked to see if these fit yet. I ordered them, and yeah, I didn't think I was going to get the formula ready to go out on Sunday. That all clears good. That's absolutely spot on. Sometimes you buy these pipes, guys, and you just don't know. But yeah, Hey, Beck's on board there, so if anyone needs any links or anything like that for the postal address or for what we do, our contact numbers for the yard. G'day, Stephen. How are you, buddy? Have I missed anyone? G'day, Big Mac. It is hard today because I'll be doing comments as well as good, mate. How's life over on the east coast, mate? It's nice and warm. Yeah, so the formula, I don't know if you guys saw the update on that. The video went up last night. This thing's just freaking awesome. It's a rough car, but it's just good. We've still got a lot of cleanup to do. He's put a little bit more paint on the bonnet now. And look, this car looks better on film than what it does in person, trust me. But it is rough, but it's going to be a mad thing. We've still got you can see we haven't polished. Okay, so this still hasn't been polished. That's been sort of painted. And one tip I can give you guys is we use those pressure pack cans. I should have just gone and bought 2 litres of white because we've used that many of them that it's cost well more than what it would have cost to buy proper paint. There's little bits and pieces to do still, like see if you look in the back window here, there's just little things. The boys have put it together quick, but I've got to put little bits like that bit there's not quite perfect for me, and we're struggling to find a good piece for across the back of the hood liner there, so we've got to work out a plan there and tuck in some of the hood liner. Basically the boys have put it all together. Have you been to the start? Have been here from the start, mate. G'day, Kyle, how are you? Appreciate the support, buddy. Any rust around the windows? Yeah, so the boys have put it all together. I've got to go through and spend a bit of time finessing it now. Yes, there was rust around the windows. The front was very, very badly pitted, okay? The rear, there were some holes, and we've sorted them out the best we can to get this done quick. Now, yesterday, there was a guy that rang me and said they were aiming to meet me at Ayers Rock. Said there was 12 or 13 cars or something going out there. I've heard nothing about that. You're more than welcome to come, trust me. But if you are planning it, get in touch with me. I'll know as of Tuesday where I'm at for money for the trip, and I'm aiming to go in about 2 weeks. Okay, so if anyone did want to meet up out at Ayers Rock or meet up along the way, by the end of this week coming, I'll have an itinerary sort of made up and where I'm going to go. I'll probably post that on Facebook and Instagram. And then, yeah, maybe meet some of you guys and you can see how rough this car really is. But anyway, back to the Valiant, eh? Yeah. G'day, Chris. How are you, buddy? Merchandise updates. I'm going to see him this afternoon, okay? So I'm just going to commit I want to get some stickers and stuff for this car. So we're going to start with these stickers and we're going to commit to colours today, commit to something and print something. I'm going to Brisbane tomorrow with Nicole. I'm going to go and buy some new shirts and stuff like that, and maybe some for Mia, and we'll do a few test shirts. So you'll see some of the shirts next week probably that I'll be wearing, and from there, probably a week after that or something, we'll get stuff printed, and yeah, the stickers will be up and happening. It's happening. It is happening. It's just, as you know, hard with work, and yeah. So all right, Valiant. I'll try and work at the same time as talk to you guys, and yeah, the captain obviously doesn't muck about because he's got the manifold on now, the extractors.
I'm going to have to find something because the extractors aren't as thick as the intake manifold. I'm going to have to find a spacer of some sort, even if we find some nuts for now just to put in there. Eventually we'll have to chop up some little dowels or something.
Yep. Do you want me to just quickly make up some spacers while we're doing this? I've probably got...
It's going to be a bit hard for you to do that, will you?
Yeah.
That's right, I'll work it out.
I'll see what I've got that I can use for spacers there, and even if you just get front and a couple bolt. Oh, we can't start it then, can we?
Yeah, sorry, we'll work it out. I just need some. If I can find some nuts like that, that'll be enough to space it out.
Okay. All right. Us guys will go on a hunt for. We'll go on a hunt for spacers for captain, eh? What do you guys reckon? Yeah. So I don't know. Things seem to be progressing. Okay, most likely Beck lives in black. Can't wait. Nice, bro. Shirts, yep. Will they be black? To start with, the shirts will be black, yes. But we will do other colours and different sorts of shirts and stuff like that. Yep. I want a Kingatow sticker for my window. Cool, awesome. No worries. Well, they'll all be there. There'll be different ones that run down the sides and across the top and all the rest of it. So we will just work through the process and get there in the end, guys. It's just a case of putting it together. On the WRX video, our numbers are down a little bit today, guys. I think that the algorithm is hurting us because of that WRX video. In the title I had shoots, and I think it flagged me and it demonetized that video. I put it back in for review and they said, oh no, there's nothing wrong with that video. It is suitable for children and all the rest of it. But I think that's really hurt the channel because our numbers have been down quite a bit. Yeah, so that's all right. We just have to post more and get things moving forward again, don't we, guys? Okay. Trying to find some spacer nuts for the captain and not having a whole lot of luck. I had some of those bus stops anyway. Yeah, so yeah, Wednesday night seems to go. You just can have that bug out of my mouth. That's what happens when you talk too much. See, you get bugs flying in your mouth. Nicole's on board there. G'day, Nicole. Nicole's not here today because Nerali has some dancing thing on at the Bacon Festival. Kingaroy has a Bacon Festival this weekend, so it's yeah. So they're off to play Bacon Festival, which is just absolutely fabulous. I don't know how big the Bacon Festival will be this year. Last year it wasn't the most exciting thing, but you just never ever know, do you? Okay, what do we got? How's the XR8? Yes, there will be more videos coming for the XR8. We've just really been concentrating getting this formula done so that we can do this road trip, guys. So yeah, the XR8 will be coming back. I am looking forward to doing that one because the motor and box in that is good, and I think it's going to be a pretty fun car. So yeah. It hasn't been Nicole's birthday yet, the 27th, so we've got another couple of days for that one. And yes. Okay, so what do we got? Corn-fed boost on YouTube. Okay, Dodgy Farm. I'll have a look at that, buddy. Yes, it's Valiant Day. The captain's there. What was that, buddy? Oh no, we've got customer. Oh, I thought he was talking to me. I was talking to himself. At work at a tomato farm. There you go. Hello, Stephen. Well, sun-dropped tomatoes. Well, there you go. That's something different. Well, that's what it's all about for me, is making these videos for guys that really just want to play cars, but you're stuck at work doing whatever job it is that you do. And hopefully we can make your day a little bit brighter getting to play cars at work, which is bad. Yeah, I'm not having much luck finding anything to use as a spacer for these things, but yeah. All right, what do we got? Chris is on the 11th for his. G'day CJ from New Zealand. The TX3, okay, remember I was playing with this the other day. There's our pile of manifolds that don't fit. I've been working with a guy on Gumtree. I've bought all the piping, manifold, airflow meters and that sort of stuff for this to go back together. So hopefully soon we will be getting our 5 litre ute. I'm thinking about, I've got a Turbo 700 sitting in my driveway. And I'm thinking about doing a rebuild on that, so when that turns up I can slip a box straight into it. More SS content. As you probably saw in last night's video, I was going to get the SS out today, okay, but yeah, the formulas ended up ready. But there is a full resto coming up because my plan is to build a, I've got a manual VNSS there. That's going to get a full restoration back to mint, and then that will be sold to pay for our trip to the US to buy our 64 Galaxy 2-door. But here you go, here's some SS content for you. I've got this one yesterday. It's VXSS, LS1, box is rooted. It's locked probably, it is, yeah. But yeah, just a donor car. Leith reckons that this will go into that Ferrari that's coming, so yeah. Darlin should be tinting this car, watching it live. Yeah. All right. Okay. I can't find any spaces. Hello. How are you?
Thank you.
Do you watch YouTube? Do you?
Yes, I do.
Do you watch Kingatow?
No, but my partner does.
Okay, well there you go. Awesome. Thank you. There you go. A customer to watch our YouTube stuff, guys. I'm going to try and pull this pump off one-handed with the rattle gun. So yeah, hope you're having a good Saturday. Yep, things are going well. Cletus toast car is bringing to the summer nuts. It's going to be awesome, that, isn't it? Watching, yeah, that come up really well. Toast so far, hasn't it, guys? It's yeah, it's going to be mad, that blown sorry guys, I'm trying to feel bad, the old captain working away and I'm just here talking rubbish all the time, but that is what I do, I suppose, isn't it? But yeah, toast is going to be good. It's going to be a good thing to see Cletus over in Australia, and that thing looks like a bit of an animal, doesn't it? How much for the VNSS? It'll be that normal price of a VNSS. It'll be that what have we got there? How many 19-inch BMW rules? That normal price, 25, 30 grand, depending on how clean it becomes and depending on what it is. You know what I mean? It is a matches numbing. You know, it's got the original engine and stuff in it. It just depends on what we sort of do to it. That didn't work. Yeah, it depends on what we do to the SS. It depends on what it's going to be worth, if you know what I mean. It'll have normal SS wheels on it. Yeah, it'll just, yeah, I don't know. Odds are it'll have a full retrim, so it'll have a new interior. It is a Series 1 car, but I'll probably put Series 2 seats in it because they're just a nicer seat to make the interior that little bit nicer. I don't think that really affects the originality of it, if you know what I mean. It just, but yeah, but that'll hopefully pay for buying the car over in the States and importing it back in and stuff like that. And yeah, Kyle in the garage with this on the big screen, living the dream. Mate, it still spins me out. Yeah, the following that I've created with this so quickly. It's awesome though, guys. I really enjoy having you along for the ride, and yeah, I never thought my life was anywhere near exciting, but there you go, because this is the sort of stuff. It is good for me too, because it does. This morning, I didn't have a lot on this morning. I probably would have played at home with my cars or something, but it does push me to get other stuff done. So it's actually been good, guys. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to this big trip to Ayers Rock, which is going to be great, and I hope you guys are keen to come along for the ride. And I'll be interested to hear from those guys that said they're heading there to see me at Ayers Rock. Like, that's a big call. Like, that's craziness. But you know, what do you do? How's the XR8 going? It's just sitting there. As I said just before, we've really been concentrating on the formula to get that done. It's very easy for me to flip from job to job and get nothing done. How many watching? 60. Yeah, we're about half of what we normally are, but I think I hurt myself on the algorithm with that WRX video with the title. I think that hurt us quite a bit, to be honest. You'd think I'd be able to find a ratchet in this place, wouldn't you? Leith's got one, but I don't want to steal that off him because he actually gets work done. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, guys. We just poke along and do what we can and see where we end up, I suppose. It'd be nice to hear this Valiant fire into life today. The Valiant is going to get sold because we went through the yard the other day to work out what we can build and sell. This car will be sold. I want to buy the aluminium heads and the roller cam for the 460 big block in the Fairlane because I've got fairly much everything else there, pipes and manifolds and stuff like that. I've got a diff there for it. So yeah, just back talking to Stanley. It's a weekly run now. Time to settle in for the live chat. Cheers, Jade. Hey, you should buy a camera stand and help when you're working on cars. Yeah, it does, but to be honest, I had a camera stand. Got me snakes there in your yard. No, there's no snakes, mate. Snakes are a myth. When I done the hardtop filming and I put the LS in that early days, I put a stand up and stuff, and it just didn't. You can't move around. You just walk in and out, and then trying to edit the footage. It's hard. I'm still early days. We are going to buy some more GoPros tomorrow and another microphone for for the cameras, which will make the audio. It's all good. Yeah. So you pulled that up now anyway. It's got a good thick flange on these extractors. I'm actually quite surprised it's 10mm steel, which is good. They don't look like bad pipes. What do you reckon? You don't care?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Pipes.
I had a question this morning. That come up on YouTube. Why is Captain's name Captain? Captain's name's Captain is because I'm an idiot, basically. I just call people names, and sometimes it sticks. My daughter's name's Neralee. I call her Ray. Can you remember Mask and Blondie? There were two sisters down in Geelong when I was younger. I could never remember their names, and one had blonde hair and the other one looked like that Mask thing off that movie. So her name was Mask and her sister's name was Blondie. The names just sort of stick. Remember Hat? Leith had a mate and he always wore a hat, and I couldn't remember his name, so I used to call him Hat. Yeah. And it stuck, you know, like it's how it goes. If you hang around long enough, you'll end up with a ridiculous name.
That was the Fairlane dude, wasn't it?
No, his old man had a orange 1-tonner. I'll remember you by your car, not by your name. It just how it goes. I don't know. It's just, you meet that many people. When you go through my phone, your name won't be in there. It'll be Triton Ute, or you bought a part, or we spoke about something, and that's what'll be in my phone, so I can remember who you are. She looked like Mask, poor girl.
Wasn't it because she wore too much makeup?
Yeah, same thing, but she had a really long face. Like,
oh, that's right.
Yeah, she looked a bit like an Afghan dog, and yeah, but she's
watching right now, right?
I don't know. What do you see? G'day, Jay Williams. How are you, buddy? Do you ever go down to the Kingatow Speedway? I have been before. It's not somewhere that I go a lot. I didn't grow up at the Speedway with my father. Was always raced Speedway from when I was a young bloke, but it's not somewhere I end up a lot. I'm not much of a motorsport watcher. I'd much prefer to do than watch, if that makes sense. I don't know what you don't really want to look at me, do you? So I'll talk and try and undo bolts at the same time and actually get something achieved. What do you reckon, Leith? Will I get anything achieved?
Yeah, you might as well just keep talking. It's not going to make any difference.
I think you need to be creative with your video names to attract more viewers. Yeah, it is hard. I do have to get that clickbait thing happening, but to be honest, when it gets to about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night and I'm sitting there editing video, I just want to get them up, to be honest. Is that four-wheel drive on your truck? Yeah, it is. Yep, that is a couple of Tritons come in this week, so just it's just a wreck. There's no motor in this one. Oh, there is a motor in it, but it's just sort of just sitting in there like that. It's just another one for the yard for sell parts. This one here come in as well. It's just another wreck. It's nothing special. Just looks like most of the flares are sort of missing. Ignition's broken. They must have lost the keys because the steering rack's dropped down. I don't know, but you know, it's got a canopy. Someone might be interested in that. Bits and pieces, you know what I mean? It's got a different tow bar tongue. Someone will probably want that for a lifted truck. Leith will probably actually want that for his. Oh, let me tell you, who we got? Paul, thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. I really, really appreciate it, mate. It makes a lot of difference to what we do. This Jackaroo here, right? So this is the one we're using for the donor car for the four-wheel drive Tirana. I drove it home the other night, and Leith said it went good. This thing hauls ass. Like, it is unbelievable. It's like driving a turbo petrol instead of a turbo diesel. It's locked up at the moment, so I can't do it. But you can see he's made that bonnet scoop and put a big top mount in it. He's put, it's running about 15 pound. He's wound the diesel pump up, and it goes so hard. So I'm going to actually get this out and take his four-wheel driving up the back of 8 Mile in the next week or so. So we'll go four-wheel driving. I hope it rains so we can go mud bashing. But yeah, I was quite surprised. It's just got I think, what's in this one? 2.2? 2.4? Oh, it's a 2.8 diesel. But I was gobsmacked. Like, this thing, and I rang Leith. I said, this thing goes hard. He goes, wait for it to rain. You can come around corners in the wet and floor it. It's got a mad LSD, and it just hangs out sideways and that in a four-wheel drive. Like, it's Yeah, it's a beast for an old shit box. Like, what a beast. I'm hanging out to take it. I don't like four-wheel driving, but that thing goes so good that it's, yeah. But yeah, no, those ones are just a couple more to wreck out, guys. It's just, yeah. If anyone wants this Dodge, I had 3.5 on it. If someone comes and gives me a couple of grand, they can have it. Yeah, if anyone wants to do a 38 Dodge two-door hot rod, couple of grand if you're keen. Hard to beat TD torque. Yeah, I agree. But when you think about the price of a TD compared to that $200 Jackaroo, like it's yeah. But yeah, so if anyone wants a mad project, I'm gonna move on this the 38 Dodge. Also, Leith's not going to do the Triumphs anymore, so there's 2 of these Triumphs that he wants to sell, and there's a V8 there to go with them, a Rover V8, which will bolt straight up to the gearbox. So there's this one, TP Magners, Leith, any? TP. No, I don't think there's any TP Magners, sorry buddy. Turbo diesel, yes mate. Yep, the FJ Cruisers in the background. There's some video yeah, so okay, so there's 2 of these Triumphs if anyone's into Triumphs. Both of them have got motors in them. TC 2000 and TC 2500s. Okay, so there's 2 of them. What do you want for them?
What's that?
What do you want for the pair of them?
$1,500 for the pair.
Yeah, $1,500 for the pair of them if anyone wants them, and that'll come with a Rover V8 that's out the back as well. Yeah, so there's a couple of projects if someone's chasing some stuff. All right, so where are we up to, Captain? I'm still just walking around talking rubbish. Zachary Richards, show us a skid. Love watching your videos. Keep it up. Good work. Thank you very much for the super chat, Zachary. It's a little bit hard to skid here because it's obviously dirt, and believe it or not, the local police sergeant and stuff actually is a customer here, and he does watch the videos, and in order for me to be able to drive blown Jags and stuff around, I sort of have to do the right thing. But there will be opportunities for skids down the track, guys. What about the VN wagon? Is that in the background? Yeah, I think a guy come in the other day, they said $600 for it. It's dirty, but it's not wrecked. It just needs a clean. It does have extractors, but no Y pipe because we used it for the formula. The only thing missing on the interior will be the surround around the stereo, this surround here, because I want that because of all the switches in it for fuel pumps and stuff like that for another car. But I can put another normal surround in it. But it is a complete car, just rough. It doesn't have a key or anything, but yeah, okay. G'day Blind Garage, how are you, mate? Have you got a set of 20 wheels for territory? Looking for a swap for teens for a BA. I don't really swap things, mate. It doesn't pay my bills. And I don't think we've got any 20s there for a Ford anyway. No, I have a BA rims do fit. BA Leith just said BA rims do fit. I have a 3-litre Jackaroo diesel and it was great. Had an LSD from factory. Yeah, I agree, man. That thing's awesome. Like, I'm very surprised. Cement a square in my I'll put that on my list of jobs, and I'll get to cementing that pad straight away. Do you have much in the way of LS extractors, cats, lowered Commodore suspension for sale? There's always some lowered springs and stuff here. There is the LS exhaust system off the donor car that I done for this. It's hanging up on the wall. Yeah, they're going on my ute though. They're going on my ute, and then the ones on my ute are getting cut up to use for that. This thing here has cats and stuff, and there'll be extractors, but when you've got the donor car, it's hard to sell the stuff, if you know what I mean. Hey, like, you're back, are you? Okay, cool. Righto, I might try and do something, but yeah. Yeah. What else? All right. Try and find a spanner and try and do some work, eh? Yeah. The LS stuff is hard to come by, like, and Yeah.
No worries.
Did he paint them pipes? No, those pipes were brand new. That's how they come. They come, he just unwrapped them. The plastic's probably on the ground over there. You can see the plastic just here on the ground. That was, yeah, they were new. So, the radiator. Got most of the stuff here for this Valiant. Look how good it is though. Like, it's just not rusty anywhere. Like, all up around the back of the boot. It's just such a good car. But it'll tidy up good, and yeah, we'll sell her on. Whereas this thing's just a beast. Love it. But anyway, that's not what we're here for today, is it? Oh, the Territory wheels just swap straight across to BA, mate. I don't think you have to. You don't have to do it.
I put Territory wheels on BAs and BA wheels on Territory, so.
Yep, there you go. The offset's the same, buddy. Leith just said, and yeah, he's done them a few times, so I don't question him anymore these days. It just annoys him more than anything when I do, and I've realised that there's no point. Got it. It's not too bad trying to work one-handed. Yeah. At least they're answering messages. Yeah. G'day, mate. How's your mate? It's that Kingatow Tyre Power. Yeah, good. Mitchell's a good bloke. He's a young bloke. He builds a few cars and stuff. He's always playing with cars. And yeah, I have the boss, the guy that owns Tyre Power. I moved a, I think, a four-wheel drive Pajero or something for him at one stage a while back, and he had a tractor when he was moving. So generally in the area, I can get stuff done pretty promptly because I have sort of helped out a fair few people around the place. But it was just good to be able to get it done straight away so we can use it. Yeah, Territory is just a jacked up suspension. That's exactly right. Yep. Red, do you have any manifold Webers for an L20 Datsun? No, but I do have a 180B Datsun that I'm going to go look at in the next week or so. When I was out at my mate's place the other night, he told me he had it there if I wanted it. So we are going to... Is there any Datsun lovers on here? I wouldn't mind to do a naturally aspirated one with like those side draft and Decotelos or whatever they're called, carbies or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. And do a Datsun. Nicole's out of here. She's off to the Bacon Festival. And tomorrow, well, we do a bit of driving around stuff down in Brisbane. Beck's going to be... Tech Beck's going to watch the girls for us, which is good. Yeah, the 300 is a beautiful car, mate. I'm actually moving another... I'm moving a 240 today, so I'll film a bit of that for you guys. A local guy, Timmy, he's a good bloke. Wednesday live feed is awesome. I've got to put a little bit more... I've got to put a little bit more thought into the Wednesday night thing. Not that it's going to stop. It's more that... get a bit more organised, perhaps. I've got to work out what some way of... A guy did make a suggestion on maybe putting a whiteboard up behind the where I'm sitting, so that people can see that someone's got Cortina parts or someone needs LJ Tirana parts, and then they can comment and say, I have Tirana parts for people that drop in and out. So I have a couple of whiteboards there that I bought when I first started doing videos, because I was trying to I might go out the back and get another bolt, a standard bolt, instead of using that big one in that hole there. So it must be different, but I'll go out and do that now. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a little bit more thought into the Wednesday night lives and go from there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 240 I'm moving today for a guy. So all right, so Leitho's got the manifold bolted up from the looks of things.
I'm missing heaps of nuts.
Okay.
Just like you.
Yeah, most of the nuts end up where? On your chin. I'm going to go out the back now to get some bolts for that water pump. What do you want me to bring back for you?
Oh, nothing, because we won't have any.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I won't look for them then. I have a 1600 that had a 180B. Nothing wrong with them. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with them either, dude. I reckon it'll be just another cool little build. As long as it's not rusted out, I'm happy to work on it and spend time. It's yeah. All right, guys, let's go for a walk out the back and see if I can get that other bolt I need off the old 215 out of this thing. Yeah. Haven't done much with the WRX. As you saw, I got that donor car though, which will be good. See, because all the panels on it are like that. Every edge of them, and that door there. Like, I know I can repair that, but there's just no point when I can just buy another car and put good panels on, you know. So, yeah. G'day, Fetus McCarlane. How are you, buddy? What's wrong with the VTSS? The gearbox went in it, dude. Oh, that is the right bolt out of that one. So there you go. The gearbox went in the VXSS. So here's that other Triumph. If anyone wants to build a Triumph, there it is there. So that one's pretty tidy. It's pretty good in the trim. We're just going to have a bit of a clean out and try and make a bit more room, guys, because as you can see, I'm sort of running out of room, rapidly running out of room. I don't know why that's up in the air, but anyway. Yeah, I buy too many cars. All right. What was that comment there, buddy? Fair territory. Would they possibly be fine? Over the place, inside suspension, plumbing. No, they just fit, mate. They're exactly the same. BA and territories are exactly the same. G'day, Lux Ducks from South Australia. Hello, Mark. If I lived over that way, I would love the Triumphs. Mate, I can't say much more, but that territory and BA wheels are the same and they fit. There's no are they the wrong offset, or are they going to do this, or are they going to do that?
They're exactly the same.
They just fit. I can't explain it any other way. They are the same car. Same.
As long as even with Falcon ones, at least they've got to be at least 17 inch to go over the brakes on the territory. But apart from that, they're all the same.
Yeah. So they're the same. You just have to. You can't run like a 15-inch early Commodore wheel. They've got to be at least a 17 to clear the brakes, apparently. So yeah, but they're just the same. They are what they are. But yeah, I'm having trouble getting into there. I don't want to strip that bolt.
What bolt?
Oh, I can't do it one-handed. I might be able to get a spanner into it, actually. That's all right. I'll work her out. The bottom one in underneath the balancer. I can't quite get the socket into it. Not one-handed. All right, I'll find a scraper then if you're going to play with that. Let's find a gasket scraper, guys. What do you reckon? He's found one. Yeah, so the formula, guys, is looking sweet. It's oh, excuse me, I was going to be a heavy one, but that one will do. I've still got a little bit of finishing off stuff to do, and we're going to redo these pinstripes. Can you see they're like that? But that's what I might do, actually. I need to find the handle off the side of a seat. Do you know where the winding handle ended up off the seats on the Formula? Back corner near the lathe. Let's go hunting for a winder off a seat, guys. The dyno is going to be back on the agenda very soon, guys. We're just got a bit of other stuff on at the moment, so but we'll get back to it again. It's just a case of following the process, and it all comes down to money as well. G'day Rhino, how are you, buddy? Cortina, well, interior looks good. It come up really well, that interior, and the boys, there's that handle there. It doesn't look to be broken. You beauty. What's that there? How tricky is it to blend pressure pack to original paint? Short tutorial. I will. Okay, so Leith has, I'll give you a quick rundown now of what he's done. Leith's done a lot of painting. He worked at a panel shop for a while as well, so he's very, very good at that sort of thing. Okay, so he's blended this. It helps if you're not looking at me and you're looking at the car. Okay, so you can see the line that's there. Okay, he'll give that a light sand across and then a buff. Yeah, and then we'll go through. But we'll take you on the process to do that, guys, and show you how it comes up. I've still got to go through the boot. I've got to put in a stereo yet. I've got to. It's just come up really well. Like, it's just unbelievable. I've got to clean inside the doors and polish and stuff. The rear seat come up real good. You know, that bit of hood lining up there, I've got to sort that. Put a stereo in it. I want to find a dash mat in the yard somewhere. I want to put some. We found a good dome light, which is crazy. But just having all these door rubbers here back to good. I'm going to get this tinted and this tinted, and I've got an inside louver that's going to go on, so she'll come up good. But it sounds awesome, this thing. I'll see if it'll start for me. Hang on. Ugh. Look, it's just got a nice sort of semi-note to it. You know, it's deep. It doesn't clack. It doesn't sound like you got your thongs out going whack, 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 whack. She's definitely not a thonger. So, have got one you can buy for 1,500. What have you got to sell, buddy? Good one, a cruiser. Can I buy a cruiser for my first car, four-wheel drive build? My dad's project. It's but yeah, no, she's come up really well and it sounds good. Okay, let's read a few of these comments, guys. What do we got going on? Blend the paint. Yes, we'll show you that when we do it. It's better to get my mower to start. Okay, can I buy a cruiser for my first four-wheel drive build? My dad's as a project. You bought a cruiser off your dad? Cool, awesome. You should come and bring it up and come out in the jackaroo with me when I take it out in the mud. It's going to be mad. Things coming up good, mate. Fix one up. There was a guy that commented this morning to say he just sold a 5 litre Calais for 2.5 grand, and yeah, he said he hoped I didn't spend too much money on this car, but honestly, it's not really about the money for me. It's I couldn't adjust the seat while I was here yesterday. That's why I got to put this back on. It's not really about the money so much for me. It's more about the cars. It's just about the cars. It's just, yeah. I'm not overly too stressed about that's got to come off before I put that on so I can put a bolt on it. Yeah. Many Ford memories with a manual. You can buy 1,500 bucks. Rhino, what do you have? Oh, Rhino's got a cruiser for you, buddy. There you go. Awesome. Yeah. So whereabouts are you, Rhino? And whereabouts are you? Was it Jaden? So you guys might be able to do a deal. It's an 80 series cruiser. My friend has a late 80s Lacer. I'm surprised how smooth it shifts. The gearboxes in them lasers are pretty good. Send a photo. Awesome. New South Wales border. Cool. All right. I wasn't supposed to be working on the VN this morning, but I might put that away, put that there and do it later so I don't just break it. I'll concentrate on doing it properly. As I just dropped it on the ground and started to stress that I broke it. All right, Valiant, that's what we were doing. So this is what happens to me. I get sidetracked, guys. Sounds smooth. The formula is a great job. We're going to do great plans with it. Will it be a keeper? Yeah, honestly, yes, I think it will be. It doesn't owe me a lot. I'm going to do a video on what it costs and what it would have cost to buy the parts from us at the yard to do it. Obviously, it won't include labour because everything that we've done, you guys will be able to do anyway. But yeah, no, I think I'll just keep it. I can use it. It's rough enough that I can park it at the supermarket. So yeah, I just like it. Aircon works. you know, the kids can get in it, and I don't care too much. It's just a nice sort of, but yeah, just clean this gasket off, guys, so we can get this new water pump on and I can achieve something for the day. How you getting on, Captain?
Too bad.
It's getting there. Yeah. We're down a bit on numbers today. I wonder why. Yeah, the exhaust on the Formula has been good. We end up using. G'day, Luke Hamilton. How are you, buddy? They want to see you blend in that paint, Leitho, on the Formula with the pressure pack and then buffing it and stuff. So, yeah. What generally happens is I go in the truck and then I get back and miraculously Leith's finished nearly everything. But I'll have to just try and make time to be here. Because he's busy all the time, he just gets stuff done for me, which I really appreciate. So I don't sort of say to him, please don't touch that until I'm here to film it. I know
Otherwise it never gets done.
No, it'll just never get done. And yeah, so I just, as he gets time, or if one of the other boys are waiting for him, they have stuff that they get done. But I would like to, it's just early days, guys. The plan is for me to be here working on cars full time, and me and Leith just play with cars together, and the boys will do stuff out in the yard. So it all comes down to time and money, and yeah, we'll get there. We will get there. You know, it'd be lovely to have endless funds. Imagine my shed then. It'd be crazy. But yeah. Yeah, so the LS that's in this thing, Leith wants to put it into the Ferrari thing we're getting. What do you reckon? I actually spoke to, there's a guy, one of the subscribers, he runs a towing company. Sorry about shaking the camera, guys. I'm trying to open up this gasket. He runs a towing company down in Adelaide, Tow King. He's a good guy. He actually sent me some barn find video of a job he went to the other day. So I'll try and edit some of that up and show you guys what he saw down in Adelaide if you want to see it. It's just a drive through a yard down there that had quite a bit of gear in it. Nothing rare or anything like that, but yeah. Yeah. To be honest, hi, that is a 240 cubic inch. What's a 240 cubic inch? G'day, Chris. How are you, mate? Yep, the Valiant's coming along nicely, that's for sure. I like the 80s cars in your yard. Yeah, well, that's what I sort of aim for, is those earlier model cars. I don't know whether I want to really do that and take the risk of wrecking and not having it right. Yeah, 245. Yes, this one is a 245. They come in a 215, a 245 and a 265. This car originally came out with a 215. Okay, the 245 that we have in this Valiant is out of the hardtop, but the hardtop now has a LS1 in it. This thing's going to be good. It's going to be LS1, air conditioning, power steering. It's got mini tubs in it now. There you go. The phone's ringing right now, and it's the guy that I actually bought the hardtop off. There you go. But I can't answer the phone because I'm talking to you guys. I'll ring. If you're watching, Steve, I will call you back, mate, once the live feed finishes. If that's all right with you, buddy. Yeah, so I'll go try and do this gasket. Actually, I'm just going to drop it and wreck stuff. I'll just talk to you guys. All right. Yes, 245, that's the one. Yep, the Valiant. G'day, Liam. How are you, buddy? Where's my drink gone? There. It's harder than what you think, guys, trying to video, keep you guys amused and try and work. All right, cool, buddy. Have fun buffing your pig.
Is that a euphemism for something?
I don't know. What is Captain's daily driver? He drives a patrol. He built a patrol. You can see it just up over the back over there. The patrol, the turbo diesel one. It was one that come into the yard to fix and sell, but he goes well and above what he really needs to as a worker. He's more a mate really than a worker, but yeah, so I gave him it so he can yeah, so he had a nice car, but he did have to do a lot of work. Like he had to pretty much rebuild the motor, didn't you, mate?
Yeah.
But it's good now though. Like it's a really nice car. He was driving the Jackaroo. I gave him that to get going for the four-wheel drive Tirana. That was the one I talked about earlier, that we're all going to go out four-wheel driving in. It's going to be a beast. Yeah. Yeah, Beck just said then, please make sure you like, guys. We got really hurt in the algorithm because of that WRX video I put up that had the title with Shoots Flames. They demonetized us and stuff, so I think we've actually dropped out of favor a little bit with YouTube. But I'll just have to upload more to get things moving again, guys, which is fine. It's just the ups and downs of it all, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just cleaning the paint off here so I can get it ready for the thermostat housing. I'll clean the thermostat housing. I don't have a thermostat, guys. I can't really put that on, but we will get there. It's just a case of following the process, isn't it, Captain?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this trip, which is going to be great. Leith's looking forward to me not being here for a while. It'll just make his life more hectic, I think. Hey guys, what's Leitho's verdict on the Audi rattle gun compared to the Ryobi one?
I did think it was good to start with, but now after a bit of use, it's getting a little bit noisy.
It's starting to get noisy in the gearbox, okay, but it has been hammered. But in saying that, the battery has not fallen apart yet. So
it's still got plenty of grunt, it's just noisy.
It still works very well, but you can tell that the gearbox is starting to fail. G'day, Chris. How are you, buddy?
If you weren't using it every day, it'd be fine.
Yeah, if you weren't, as you just said, if you weren't using it every day, yeah. Is that unusual for a VG not to have the indicators in the top of the guards? Haven't seen them like that before.
Some dick did that and ruined it.
As Leith just said, they wanted, because this has the Mexicana roof, okay, so see it's got the extended bits on the back here, okay, it's quite a rare car. It's one of 200 made. It's called a Mexicana, which gives it more of a Dodge Dart look, okay. So they have done a fair bit of work to it. It does have mini tubs under the back, which I need to redo because they're not done very well. And then in the engine bay, I'll do some video of this very soon, guys. In the engine bay, they've actually shaved everything. They've spent a fair bit of time to make this into quite a nice car. But they also cut out the rear. There was indicators or something that sit here, like reflectors. And these guards are rooted anyway. They're very, very bent from people working on the car. But you can sort of just tell that it's been welded up. They've actually welded up yeah, there you go. See? They've welded them up. So I did find, and the front bar is actually bent there. I found another car with a front bar and a guard just outside of town. I've just got to go back and get it. They've put a later model dash in it as well. I do have earlier, so it's got that dash in it. I haven't put a lot of thought yet into, yeah, I haven't put a lot of thought yet into what I'm going to do with the dash. I do have an earlier model dash there. I'm not sure yet, but it's a process I do want to start soon, this Valiant. The front brakes off this thing, I'm going to put onto the sedan there, and I'm going to put a big brake kit on this one. I've got a True Track diff for the back, and I bought a 4-link kit from Castlemaine Rod Shop. So that'll go in there soon. This is just going to be an awesome car. I love this thing. It's got to be done right because it is so rare and worth so much money. Hey guys, what's Lisa's verdict on the rattle gun? I hope that made sense. Bloody YouTube, the algorithm. Yeah, it's all good though. It's early days, guys, you know. And yeah, the guys that follow us sort of get the notifications. It'll hurt us for a week or two. It's not the end of the world to me though. Red, bit out of the norm, but how's Leith's health? He's good. He's just grumpy. But we all are because we have to go to work. He's doing really well. He hasn't had any indications of another heart attack or anything like that. But I think knowing that he doesn't have to go to work, if he needs something, he just asks us for it. He doesn't have to stress about bills or anything like that. It helps him with his health a lot. So he's doing really well, guys. And thank you very much for asking. I do appreciate that. It's, yeah. YouTube fun with that, and it comes to name of the video. It does. They say to put the name of your channel in the front of the video, but I think that hurts you as well. I've started to put the name of the cars that we're working on in the title as well for the searchable side of things. I don't know. I'm just trying different things, and I'll jag something eventually, and it's just a case of doing it. I appreciate the videos. Who we got there? Jamal. Get some back to work on my VP again. Mate, that's good. I'm just glad that people are working on their cars again, and I can sort of... And you guys help me too. It's not just me inspiring you. I'm busy all the time and tired and kids, and I don't have time to work on my cars, but I do come and do it now because you guys, yeah, such a shame to do that to the guards, taking the indicators out. Yeah, I didn't do that. As you saw in that video yesterday where that 440 satellite was, there was a set of guards, but he wouldn't sell them to me. I have spoken to a couple of guys, but this one sort of went on hold because I just other things to do, guys. But the motor and boxes in this, I would like to get it running and driving, so I'm going to start on the 4-link for the back of this very soon. We'll get this Valiant going. The formula will be done. We've got to get that TX3 out, get the Bedford done and gone. And a lot of this Valiant will start getting done, and I want to build some 1-tonners. You can see I've got a 1-tonner here. I've got about 5 of them hanging around. I want to try and show you guys that if you want a 1-tonner, because you can buy them for $300 to $500, buy 5 of them over a 6-month period, and then you should have enough parts to put a whole car together. But anyway, that's just another one we're going to have going up, and that stuff will happen quick because that's second nature to me, that stuff. My uncle has got a VC Valiant with a 500 cubic inch big block. She sounds like an animal, dude. Put an L98 6 litre in the Val. It's got an LS1 in it. I've got an LS1. I haven't got the money to buy a 6 litre. I don't see a problem with the LS1, so it'll have an LS1. It's already in there. It's actually in the car. Like it's in. The LS1's in it. I'll move some stuff off the bonnet. I'll show you in a second. I would like to buy a Valiant Ute as well, if I can come across one. There was a good one that sold the other day, pretty cheap. I moved it for a guy. I missed out on it. It wasn't rusty, but yeah. Looks like once were Warriors car. Yes. Yeah. Did you like that comment? Did you? Yeah, it did though. It looked like that one. They had the Doberman and stuff in it. Hey guys, the channel. Cheers. Love the channel. Thank you very much, Matthew. Do you guys want to see the LS in this? It's just an LS sitting in there, but I can show you where I got to, and when the with the way it mounts and where it sits with the chassis rails and stuff like that. I couldn't bolt my air conditioning compressor on, and I cracked the shits, and that's why I haven't touched it since, because I love my air conditioning. But yeah, I'll show you anyway, guys. Leith's just serving a customer, so we'll yeah. I honestly thought I was going to be able to work, guys, and talk to you guys, but it just doesn't happen. But that's all good. Nicole, I'm sorry guys, but young Nera Lee comes first. There's me water neck. I'll clean that out in a second. It's a little bit perished, but I think it'll be all right. You know, but we're getting something done, which is half the battle, isn't it? G'day, buddy. Not too bad. I do get used to people looking at me stupid for talking to myself into a camera all the time. Adam LZ is a huge YouTuber. I don't know if you guys watch him. I sort of found him when he was over here with that Luke Fink doing drifting and stuff like that. And I found him then, and I've been watching him ever since. And it just cracks me up that he's so well known, but he gets nervous doing this stuff in front of people. Honestly, I'm looking at it as it's going to be my job, so I've just got to get my head around it and deal with it and just show you guys what I can. Now, I'm going to sit you guys here because I really don't want to damage my grill anymore. Okay, well, I pull the bonnet off this. I'll try and set it up so you can see, perhaps. You've had a good morning, Leith, eh? Things are going all right. All right. I'll just bolt that on. Wow. It's not what I wanted to do, guys. All right, guys. So what we have is, see, LS1. There you go. Okay, so Castlemaine Rod Shop engine mounts. Okay, so I didn't make the engine mounts. It was just easier. When the engine mounts are like 150 bucks, what's the point of spending spending so much money? You know what I mean? But it gives you good clearance at the back here from where it sits, and the gearbox mount actually lines up really well at the back. Your alternator sits well down the bottom here quite nicely, but your air conditioning compressor, which sits down the bottom here on an LS, the water pipes will be okay. There's plenty of clearance. The torsion bars, which are down in here, guys, see down, I don't know if you can see it, but that torsion bar there that runs through will foul our pipes a little bit. Our steering arms here, I'm going to actually put in a rack, so you can do a rack conversion on these, which will make, see that pole that's running through there? That's just to join the steering arms together. That's pretty much where the steering rack will sit. Yeah, so pipes down this side will be fine, and I've got the pipes off it, which are hanging, oh no, I'm using, sort of hanging on the wall there. See those blue ones that are just there hanging on the wall? See, just there, they come out of the Commodore. Okay, they're going to go into my ute. Okay, and yeah, so those pipes are going to go into my ute because the ute's got to get done soon. We've got to pull the box out of that soon and put a new slave cylinder in it. I'm just trying to find the keys to that other SS we just got. Broom, that won't be it. Yeah, I've got the other, where is it? That's probably it there, a single key, I'd say. Yeah, so the pipes that are there will go into my ute. The ones in my ute, which are shit, like they're really bad, but I can chop them up and make them into something that I can use for the, I'm just trying to show you where the aircon compressor sits on a LS1, so you can see what I'm talking about, but I can't actually find these. Yeah, Leith is over there talking to a customer. When this thing here is going, see this Jaguar, hang on, see this one? So that turbo there, right, is going to go onto this Jag here, and then I'll race your barras in the old Jag. What do you reckon? Who reckons they're going to beat me in their barra? But yeah, okay, I can't find the keys. Do you know where the keys are to that, or? Probably the bench. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, man. I didn't, yeah. All right, let's read a few comments, guys. Okay. Do I like the 2019 Supra? Haven't seen one.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, Leith reckons they're awesome. Okay, I can run off that. He's generally on the money. Sold a big block blown HQ tonner. Awesome. I'd love a blown tonner. Okay. Henna, same time. Clear value. Yep, nice. Hey Red, show us the Austin, mate. The Austin's at home, buddy, but I will get it out and drive it. What year LS1? Okay, would you have a Holden Crewman? There's no Crewmans in the yard at the moment, sorry buddy. The LS that's in the hard top is a, it's not the right key at all, Leith. I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. The LS1 that is in that come out of a VTSS. It actually went really well. The box was good. We actually drove it. Yeah, and it actually pulled pretty hard. We may end up putting a cam and stuff in her anyway. What's that? No, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. No Crewmans in the yard at the moment, but a lot of the parts are interchangeable. But anyway, yeah, so it's just the air conditioning. So I've got to work out or pulley system to swap the air conditioning around. I will delete the power steering. So if they make a kit to relocate air conditioning to power steering, because I'll run one of my electric power steering pumps, so our air conditioning will probably sit here. I'd rather have the air conditioning down the bottom here out of the way, but I don't know. It's just a process. But you can see someone's gone through this engine bay where the shocky tops were. Okay, they've sort of deleted them, and they've spent a fair bit of time going through this to make it nice. But yeah, the that's the original brake booster mount. We have got a we've got a brake setup out of a, what is it, I think it was a Ford Econovan or something like that. So we'll end up with no booster in the engine bay. The booster, is it in here? Well, the booster will end up mounted up underneath the dash. Okay, so it'll all be in the actual car instead of in the engine bay, just to make her a little bit tidier, which will be pretty cool. So that'll all be gone. The engine bay will be pretty tidy. This will be not a show car, but a very, very tidy car, if that makes sense. But yeah, our numbers have dropped a fair bit. You guys don't like me talking about LS Valiants, obviously. The Valiant guys that are on must have not liked that very much. But anyway, guys, you can't please them all. I will Red, sorry. Okay, Chris Smith, what was that sorry about, buddy? Don't be sorry. Do you come across VB Commodores? Yeah, I got one here, I think. Do we want to go and have a look? Would you have a Holden Crewman? Okay, I think there is a VB Commodore that way. Let's go. Who wants to go for a yard walk? It's a V, Leith just said. I do have these HR wagon and that. How awesome was that? The wagon actually had like this real smelly stuff, and it's actually this here. That, I haven't washed it off. It's been there all week. And I smell it every day, but that wagon smells so bad. Like Leith was under the truck trying to bleed the clutch the other day and going, trying to throw up. But yeah, what do we got, guys? See, I got like this HQ ute here, so there'll be yeah, plenty of parts hanging around to build a 1-tonner. I don't know if you guys want to see a 1-tonner get built. This one here, I wish that this Falcon here, this is actually a XR8. That's it, it's a 5-litre V8 one, but it come in and it was so rough. Like this come from the same place that the Formula come from, but it had like the trick steering wheel, but it's shot. Yeah, and the trick seats, see, but they're just wrecked. This was like this. I didn't do this to this car, guys, but yeah, it's how it is. Would you restore the HR wagon back to the rally look? You're right. Yeah, the yard is full. We scrap prices down a lot, and I'd do my ass if I tried to sell it. The HR wagon to a rally look, no. I have a HR wagon to do at home. I've got like Volvo diffs out of Volvos like these. I've got a 5-speed there to convert a box. There it is right there, see? With that thing there falling on it. Yeah, the Christ, bloody ridiculous. Yeah, so just a 6-cylinder. It's nothing special. This thing was rough when it got here and it was all bent out of shape, so we haven't actually done this to it. You can see how long that damage has been there for. But yeah, it's just it's sat for that long. The plastics aren't the best. Like there's bits and pieces though. It's still here for, you know, the clock's not broken, standard stereo in it if someone wanted that sort of stuff. There's plenty of rat's nest and stuff if anyone was chasing any rat's nest. Look at that, I see that a lot. See, it looks like it's been burnt. It's got that hot that it's burnt. But there's a lot of chrome and stuff here on this Commodore, but most of it is very rusty and sort of wrecked. But look at that, a VN, that's what you want. You don't want a VB, you want a mad VN. But yeah, all right, what do we got, guys, going on? Yard cleanup. Mate, what year Galaxy are you looking to get? Where are you looking overseas? Okay, a 64 Galaxy 2-door. I might spark the Jag in my... Yeah, mate, I'm good to go. Sounds good. Even if I lose, I'm still happy to go play. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Where's the car that the old lady used to piss in? It's gone. It's gone. It's gone, thank God. But yeah, I might close that door. I don't think it's really going to matter, but I'll close it anyway. And then yeah, you know, that all-wheel drive Toyota thing's gone. I've got to buy the guy that buys most of that Toyota stuff off me. The VN is a beast. Yeah, I've had that one for years, that VN, believe it or not. But yeah, someone asked about territories the other day. Apparently these diffs in these territories are a good thing. So I'm gonna have to do a bit more research and look into it, because apparently they're not territory, sorry, buddy. Oh Christ, I've lost it for a second. Prompt me, guys. What's it called? It's a I wish I could get a V and a VP. I have a VP and want a VN. I've got a mate here in Explorer. That's it. You got me. I've got a mate here. Stream on the road. Yes, we'll be definitely doing live streams on the road trip. It'll be the same sort of format as our last road trip. Yeah, so we'll be doing we'll announce where we're going to be. So if you guys want to come and meet me and meet the girls and me missus and have a look how rough the formula really is along the way. So by the end of this week, I'll have sat down and worked out some sort of itinerary on where we're going. I want to get in touch with a few different places to make sure they're going to let us into film. I want to do I want to bring back the Aussie road trip. So I want to put a bit of travel content in and hopefully inspire you guys to get out and about and drive your cars. Even I want to show that you've got a manual VNSS manual. Sweet. Everyone loves a VNSS manual, buddy. I want to yeah, showcase the country a lot more but build cars to road trip, or go and get there, build that VL wagon so we got tools and stuff, and then go get a car, road trip it back, drive around. I'm terrible, like I'm a workaholic, guys. So in order for me to be away from work, I've got to have a reason. So for me to do the road trip thing, I'm pretty keen. So I'm actually looking for a phone holder. I broke my phone holder the other day, and I need a dash map too for the other VN. Yeah, so I'm planning on doing those road trips, so I actually have some time off, and I'm hoping that it'll put us into other segments on YouTube too, like the travel side of things, so that things will move forward with the channel a lot more. Because the quicker I can get things to move forward, the quicker I can do daily vlogs and spend more time with you guys. Okay, what was that? Okay, Ford Explorer, VNSS manual. What car's behind you? The tree. Good now to meet halfway. Yep, sounds good. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing live streams along the way. What car? The purple one. It's a VP. A purple one. We pulled the springs and that out of that one, I think, for the formula. Behind the tree, it's just a purple VP. Yeah, if anyone wants a VN, there's a really tidy one here in town for 800 bucks. Check out the Aussie content. That Yanks stuff's nice, but Aussie is achievable. Yeah, no, that's it. It's I'm hoping that, you know, you guys can see what I'm trying to achieve. Like, I'd love to build big dollar cars, and that Valiant will be a big dollar car, but hopefully, yeah. This was a really tidy car, this one. He put a couple of gearboxes in it apparently, and it shit itself, but the inside, like, it was just always so nice and tidy. Okay, I think your name was Brett. You spoke to me yesterday. There, I've got a steering wheel boss kit for you. There you go. If you want to come and talk to Captain, he'll help you out. Yeah, it's had lowards in it too. These ones were really low actually, from memory. But yeah. Anyway, no all-wheel drive Magnus. Sorry, buddy. How many subscribers have you got now? 4,800-ish, I think, mate, in subscribers. So we're getting there. We're getting there. It's just very, very slowly. That's fine though. What else we got? I don't think there's anything else really of interest down here. I want to play a bit of old truck stuff soon too. The ones that are at home. But we'll get into that. That might spark a bit of the US following, perhaps. I don't know. We're down a little bit on numbers today, guys. Only by 20 or 30. So I wonder what I'm doing wrong. Must have annoyed someone, eh? Yeah. All right. Yeah, so we'll be down in Brisbane tomorrow. Yeah, gonna go down to JB Hi-Fi and look at some microphones and stuff. We're gonna take the formula. So if you guys want to have a look at it, let me know and we can meet you somewhere along the way. I will be filming it, so you'll see the trip, and hopefully we won't break down. I don't think we will though. Leith has buttoned it up pretty well. He wouldn't let me take it if he thought it was something wrong. But yeah, the old Calais, we had another guy in today for some VN parts, some strips and stuff this morning. So this is the motor, the 4-litre motor, the Tickford motor that is going to go in the Cortina. So we've got that one, and it's a manual one. So because by the time we pull interior parts and stuff out of this, yeah. See, she's manual. It's got no key and stuff, but yeah. I'm going to play with this truck soon too, see what was wrong with it. And this one here, I want to, for your 4-wheel drive guys, we're going to try and get this bad girl running very, very soon. It's just a standard 6-cylinder. There we go. So it should go though, run and drive. I'm going to do a tidy up on this and sell it very soon. And the other one's going to go lowered. We're going to drop it on its guts and should be a fully sick rig, mate. How's the morning going? We're going okay, mate, just poking along. I just amusing you guys while Leith works, and I feel really bad. How many Holdens do I have in the yard? Absolutely no idea. A couple of hundred. We've got just enough. Cruiser looks nice. Yeah, it's not too bad, that one. Leith's here struggling away with some bolts underneath, but he's making good progress, which is good. Yeah. Now, I need, guys, some... Okay, so the floors are good in this thing, and it's pretty good. I need door trims for the front. Okay, they're the back ones that I've got. If someone had blue ones, that would be absolutely fabulous. Okay, because they're pretty good. The back seat is in pretty good shape. Obviously, the bottom of it's not there. I'm debating whether to put a set of like Recaros or something in this, or whether to put a set of standard seats back in and get them retrimmed. So if any of you guys have some VH Valiant buckets, I'm keen to buy them. And some front door trims in any color, really. Blue would be great, but there is a motor trimmer guy down the road now. So hopefully he'll be able to help us out to do that. It's cool. It's cool how close New Zealand and Aussies are in car culture. Yeah, I think we sort of run in the same circles pretty much. Yeah, I
think they copy us all the time, don't they?
Leith just said, yeah, they copy us all the time. When are you going to start the 240 Hemi? Well, when it's together. Like,
I'm getting there.
Leith said
because I've got to work at the same time. I've still got customers rocking up. I can't just...
Yeah, Leith served probably 6 people this morning as well with parts, as well as getting that on. And obviously I'm pretty useless this morning. I'm using you guys. So we're getting there. Well, realistically, what do we got? He's almost got the manifold bolted up. Okay, Dizzy's got to go in. Looks like...
The converter bolts, I thought I had them done, but they're not. So that's going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the thing that's going to hold us up is the converter bolts, but I can probably start on the alternator though, I suppose.
We don't need that one to start it.
Not going to worry about that, all right?
Rather do stuff that's going to get it done.
See, I could jump underneath and do the converter bolts, but I think I'd lose a lot of viewers. I don't think you'd be too excited about that. Yeah. Anyway, got to copy your big brother. Who's my big brother? Got to copy my big brother. Who's my big brother? I must have missed that one. Yeah. Aussie. Ah, New Zealand and Aussie. Yeah, New Zealand's got to copy their big brother. Yep, fair enough, mate. I got that now. Sorry, I'm just not real quick on the uptake. Lucky I can lift heavy things, eh? Yeah, we're getting there. I quite like those pipes, though. They were cheap, too. I think there was a guy down the road that had a set for sale second hand for like 350 bucks, and they were like 220 brand new on eBay. So, and they're pretty good quality. Look, I'm quite surprised that that flange is 10mm steel. I thought it would have been 6 or 8. Any Ecotech Mopars? Is there such a thing as an Ecotech Mopar? I don't know. I'm thinking about doing this. Leith doesn't want me to, but doing doing the black stripes. So the black stripes and stuff, and the black on the bonnet, and do it like a dark blue. I'll any car you like. So long as I sell it and it goes away. I'll put a picture up on my. I've seen there's a silver one and a blue one. I'll put a picture up today on my Instagram. I have a spare chest harness. I'll send it to you. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate your help. Blind Garage. What's the captain's favourite car, and what would he like to build for his collection? Leith hates cars.
HK Ute.
HK Ute. So if any of you guys have got a HK Ute that's reasonably priced, I'll buy.
T or G I would settle for, but
T or G he'd settle for. So if one of you has got a Ute that's reasonably priced, I'll buy it for him. There you go. There's a challenge, a physical challenge. Do it orange like the Aussie General Lee. It'd just devalue it too far. I do want to try and make this as good as I can to sell it, so I can raise the money, because Leith really wants to build the 460 for the Fairlane, and she's going to be an animal. Geez, like Fairlanes. I do. I like this one anyway. I'd prefer it if it had the up and down headlights instead of the across, because this one's a 68. But yeah, it's just not rusty. I was going to get it. This is going to remain yellow, this thing. It did have a Windsor in it, but it's just awesome. Do you like Fairlanes? It's, you know, it's obviously rough, but it's all there. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? She's a beast. If any of you have got like a Daihatsu Scat, there's some really good doors. Canary yellow with the Hemi sticker kit. Yeah, something along those lines. Well, we can probably go through together. Well, we can do that if you like, guys. If you want to send me through some what have we got going on at the front here? If you want to send me through some suggestions to Instagram, okay, so Kingatow on Instagram, and we'll work through together on what we're going to paint the what's the name? Does any of you guys want to do an FB project? I've got these FBs, right? I'm never going to get to them. So this car here, right, has a 186, a power glide, and a disc brake front end. Okay, there's about 9 doors. There's those doors. There's all these doors. It comes with that good boot lid, and that shell there is actually really good. This one not so much. This thing's a complete car. I have had it running, and the 186 is really good. It's got these door handle thingos. Can you see them? Ooh, awesome. Heaps of chrome in the back there. See that? Dash is mint. It's got an absolutely perfect original hood liner. If I could get 3.5 grand for this thing, I'd help you out with delivery, obviously. But yeah, if someone wants a project, an FB project, yeah, this is a bit of you. That'll fund some other projects, because I'm never going to get to them. Or you can have an extremely rusty HR Holden. It's a column shift with Flintstone floors. So you got heaps of doors with it, and they're all pretty good with glass and stuff. And this shell is actually really, really good. Obviously that hole there is not real good, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's obviously not perfect, but it's, you know, like the boot's still pretty good. It does have rust holes, but nothing like what this thing is. So if anyone wants an FB project, what do you reckon? Who wants an FB? Love all the car parts from electric. I do want to build an electric car coming up soon. That rich build thing,